Songs to Our Lady of Primal Joy, 19. The prostitute of the city temple walks with golden or ornamented braids. White pearl about her pale white shoulders she walks through the streets of our bright Roman city. Her name may be lost on the tongues of the soldiers, just a lilting impression and the tickling of fancy. But her eyes are steadfast and her breast barely cinctured, her perfumed sensibility and quiet inviting fingers. In midday street shadows, the winged fairy ones watched her footfall on the rough paved byways as she steps. Watch the eyes of mothers and meticulous men as she walks toward the temple of the spirating dove. Her light gyrating movements announce a festival of lights, the Hieros Gamos, an age-old love. A secret desire to an old aching heart, announcing the promise of sweet temple fires. Suffumigations of jasper bowls and delirious green flame. Silent fairies of midday shade fly as she moves in her slow dancing gait. Now is the art of self. In this wine is the dream awake. Delight in the procreation of thine art. The accolades light the temple lamps as shadow loses form. She steps inside the golden room, undoes the strap, forlorn her dress, takes her place on such exalted feather bed, glimmering loft of silken embroidered dream. Her pale flesh gliding upon unblemished sheets in expectation of rarefied ravishment of the gods. She prays with unmoving lips and smiles, taking in fulgent fumes of the temple coals. She sets a fine filigree of silver mask upon her face and takes in her hands the sacred cup. The sensation of lucid thrills she sips, the Dionysian flow of rumbling rivers tossed from the sacred groves and vales. O Ashura, dream of mornless dream, expel the demon of conscious thought. Let us drink from the deep well of your meandering love lust, lost in the motion of oceanic tides. Endless blue-crested wavelengths in the expanse of daylight, translated into wine on the horizon of chance. This little death, unbroken by the bounds of atrophy, opens tiniest flowers to face the sun. And the men in their ornamental beast masks of old, the princes and priests and the retinue of the wise, drift into the temple with fine boxes and gifts and coin purses heavy for a tithe to the skies. In the courtyard they congregate in sidestepping frenzy, and drunken dalliance drifting in disoriented step. Down Byzantine corridor through Mediterranean grotto, dropping loathsome copper coins to grotesque statuettes. Offering trembling prayers in the remembrance of dragons and darksomest powers of the imaginal mind. In their intoxicating fears, they forget their true purpose, the mystery of mystery and the triumphing of Set. But the high priestess waits for the true chosen among them, who will shake off the shadows and let the dragon uncoil. Invincible power into violet-hued magistry, the donkey-masked hero who will awaken the soul.